Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, Fuddruckers. Well, we love Fuddruckers. Everybody does. Mickey Rogers, he does such a great job. Cafe Ventures, their catering arm, and they can do any size group that you have. And here's the other thing. They got everything on the menu. You don't have, it's not just hamburgers. They do any kind of thing you want to order. They can prepare it for you. And they do a great job with barbecue, though, I will tell you that. But go see them out at Fuddruckers, 66th and Milwaukee Avenue. You will love it. Great restaurant, and been there for about a year now or something like that, and it's really a great place to go. Quarter four, everything sports. They got their new Texas Tech line all up and running. Of course, they had sideline sports as well. It is just the place for everybody in your family. You need uniforms, you need trophies, you need anything else. All the equipment, baseball, softball, they've got it all at quarter four, just outside the Loop on Slide Road.
We now return to Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby on Double T 97.3.
Hey, J&W Services, Linco Distributors in Midland, Texas. If you want to be mad at us for being on in Midland, Odessa, and the Permian Basin, they're to blame.
Well, give them their phone number, Dave.
You call them? No, they don't want to hear from you. No, they're good folks, but they were a big part in helping us get situated and on the air down there on KCRS 550 AM, and we're thankful for them. They can help you with anything oil and gas. They got several companies underneath this umbrella, and they do lots of things in the oil and gas business, I'll tell you. Get them on your team.
All right. During the last break, I went out in the car because I had breakfast burrito in my teeth, so I went out there to get a little utensil to get that out of my teeth, but that's not why I brought it up. While I was out there, I turned on KCRS 550 in Midland, Odessa to listen to the ads down there.
Yeah.
J&W Services. We want to thank these folks. Mission Services, Lynch Chapel, Red Raider Club, and Lubbock Truck Sales. So anyway, thanks to those down in Midland, Odessa. Now then, I'm going to get at this text because it's
Community National Bank. You didn't hear it during that break.
No, I didn't hear it during that break.
They're another one that's down there in Mighty Wash.
Absolutely. All right. This texter says, "Good morning, guys. It cracks me up when NCAA says Sorsby betting on his own sport/team jeopardizes the integrity of gambling." I'm going to pause there and let that soak in. Jeopardizes the integrity of gambling. He says, "For the love of Pete, the gambling world was and is run by the mob." So what he's saying is there's probably not a lot of integrity in gambling.
Okay. I was thinking there was integrity in the gambling world.
All right. And their Texas Tech play, there's another texter. Tech plays Cincinnati the 7th game. Let his first game back be versus his old school. The TV ratings would be insane. Laugh out loud. I think he needs to play a few games before he plays his first game. And if he doesn't come back pretty early in the season, and we got Hammond back and Hammond's doing good, it's going to be a whole lot of to-do about it.
And I love Will Hammond. I like his competitive nature. I love everything about him. But the Jones kid that came in last year, he's 6'3" or 4", and he looks smooth out there. I thought he looked great. I mean, he's a good-looking kid.
We got some good ones. And those of you on TV notice that Everett is now Mark Finkner.
Yeah, he turned into Mark Finkner.
And we're going to talk to Mark right after this last text. He says, "I find it hypocritical NCAA allowed an Indiana volleyball coach to return after 10% of the season after betting $350,000 on an Indiana games. Good job, Kessler, revealing this." Okay.
Oh, he brought that up.
And I hate to pass this text up. We might read it again later. "Really good show to kick off this morning. Everett is a great guest for y'all." You think Everett was a great guest? Wait till you hear this next one.
He is the
top
voice.
shelf.
How would you like to be the voice of Red Raider softball. What a trip, man!
Man, it was great run. I wish we were driving home today instead of already being at home. But be that as it may, man, this has been an incredible ride, no doubt. 61-10 for the Red Raiders this year.
Phenomenal,
unbelievable.
Well, obviously, losing the national championship game is heartbreaking. But when you lose it to, I don't know if you call it arch rivals. How about hated rival?
Hated
Rival in the University of Texas. It's sort of like the left-right. That's double suck. So,
yeah, that's salt in the wound, no doubt about it. But
how
again,
the fans, just real quickly, give us a reason to hate them some more.
Well, I will say this. But before we get into all of that, one of the big things that I thought going into the World Series last Thursday was, what is the support really going to be? Because Oklahoma had been in it 9 straight times in the College World Series. There were a couple of times where Oklahoma State had been in there too. So for the first time since like 2015, I think neither Oklahoma or Oklahoma State were not in the field. So that was one of the things that I was looking at. All right, what are we going to see, especially Tech, Mississippi State, 11 a.m. Thursday morning. 12,000 plus in the house.
Is that right?
I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome. So Oklahoma City, I mean, they embrace the event. It's not just because OU is in it most every year. They embrace the event. I mean, there was stuff all over town. Coach Glasgow talked about anywhere the team went, always treated super well and just accommodating, welcoming, all of that.
I'm not sure this would happen back 5 years ago or so. I think women's softball can carry itself now. I think it's such a good, acceptable, popular product now that it probably wasn't 3, 4, 5 years ago. And definitely in Lubbock, it's more popular than it's ever been.
Absolutely.
I think softball, I can't even tell you the number of people talking about it, loving it.
Oh,
and
man.
That's Texas Tech. But I'm telling you, it's a fun game to watch. It's quick. These girls can play. They can play the game. And I think it's going to, the numbers, Mark, I don't know whether you saw the numbers on the TV broadcast, but we're talking 2 million. It was phenomenal.
Some people were calling it the Tech effect, because of everything that swirls around this team for whatever reason. But, the Alabama games were superbly watched. I think the Tennessee game last Saturday was superbly watched. And I don't know, tons of people on social media like, hey, turning it down, listening to you, appreciate you, Fink, all that. And, that just tells you the popularity of the sport. And, it's growing, not just here, but it is growing nationally, and I think folks are going to be fired up to watch it moving forward. I think it's just going to continue to grow.
Without a doubt.
It's intense. It's exciting. There's big plays. There's catches. Holloman, that catch she made going into the wall, that was as good as you can do.
Or the one she made the inning before where she stretches out toward the corner to keep it at 1-0 at that point.
Yeah.
Lowe goes out there, she makes that catch and was just I couldn't believe it. If she's 5'5", if she's 5'4.5", she doesn't make that play. Seriously, seriously.
Well, she had to bring her other hand around
to help secure it, right? And then the one going into the wall. When you got,
I didn't think she was going to get there.
Yeah, I didn't either because Maya, as fast as she is, she was still going, but Lowe, it was like she had it all the way, makes the catch, runs into the wall, and gets it back in quickly to keep that runner at first base.
We're bragging on those, and rightfully so, but one that sort of went almost unnoticed was the one that ended, was it the Alabama game? That
all red.
Yeah, that Allred made.
Oh, yeah, that Lauren going towards the gap in right center.
Just easy.
No doubt.
It wasn't easy.
She doesn't catch that. I don't think we play in the championship game.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Gary.
They would have tied it up, and they got runners on. They've got the momentum. So.
All right, but to me, when I think about that particular play, and I asked Lauren the next morning, I said, all right, rate that catch, easy to difficult, 1 to 10. And she was like, like about a 4. But, and here's why. She said, if I would have taken a wrong step, it would have been really tough. But she said, I saw it really well coming off the bat and saw it and just
like
took off for the
wide
gap.
Receiver.
Right. She did. She saw it right away, took off, got in the gap, made the play to end the game. she has really developed into a really good right fielder for you. And be interesting next year if that's where she stays, or perhaps could go back to first base. I mean, depending on what Coach does.
She's great. I think. Oh, Coach, he talks about them all so good, and I appreciate that. But it's just she's been such a leader for us. That grand slam on the big comeback, she's in folklore forever.
Oh, I mean, you think about what she's done in her 2 years, just the quote unquote big moments. The sac fly against Oklahoma last year to win the game to get Davis home to eliminate OU. Then the home run to cap off the 8-run seventh just to get you to extra innings. And she had a home run against Florida that really kind of got you cooking there, up 6-1 in game one. And just the things that she does. And in the course of the series, the fact that her teammates took the time to praise her to a national stage of reporters, I think speaks to the real unity, the chemistry, and just the way that these kids love one another.
Well, when you started that talking about her, you said, I want to see where she goes. And when you said that, and you're talking about moving first base or moving to the
or maybe she may
in this world we live in today, what I hear is, where's she go? Well, is she going to go to Auburn or Alabama
no. I mean,
you don't think we'll lose any?
Well, I mean, here's the thing, guys, that I've seen on social media last night. Mia Williams, Taylor Pannell, Caitlin Terry, and Jazzy Burns have already all said on social media, I'm back. So those four key cogs for you going to return.
Well, that helps with everybody.
David, there's a couple of them that probably need to move on.
Well, Samantha Lincoln. I mean, she pitched really good the other day.
She did, and hey, I'm telling you, Sam, in the course of this run in the postseason, she pitched in the middle game against Florida, and then in game one, obviously, Coach Glasgow talked about the fact that he wanted to give his offense a chance to kind of get back in the game after you're down 5-1. You didn't. Then you bring Sam in. She keeps them at bay until the end.
She's good.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you got
what is she classified as?
Sophomore. She'll be a junior next year. So
it'd be her and Terry next year, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be those two plus
somebody else.
Plus a freshman, Mally West, who was the best pitcher in the state last year as a high school senior, redshirted her. You got 3 left-handed pitchers coming back next year, all right there. So I'm sure you're going to think about going to finding a right-handed pitcher in there, just for a different look. But your pitching's in really good shape, and most of your key bats obviously are back, as we're talking about as well. So
do you see the day where in college athletics you're saying we got 3 left-handers, we need a right-hander, that we just trade one of our left-handers to OU who has 3 right-handers, and we bring in a right-hander?
Well,
never say never, folks.
Right, never say never, but you could almost indirectly do that. But I don't know. Indirectly do that. But I mean, the day, I guess it could happen.
Does it make that much difference, lefty,
It
righty?
doesn't as much in softball, but the spin obviously is going to be different from a left-hander versus a right-hander, and the way the ball can dip, that sort of thing, is different. So you do want to have that nice combo like Tech had this year with Kennedy and KT and Sam.
Well, the 5th inning, I think they were UT was bringing 4 straight left-handers to bat, and
they're talking about bringing Terry in.
And I thought, but if it didn't work, you'd look like a complete buffoon.
Naja was pitching well.
Oh, yeah.
But then she didn't. Yeah. That was the inning. See what they did in the 5th.
All right, you're talking game 2.
Yeah.
All right, in game 2, when you're sitting there at 1-0 in game 2, for Texas, all right, so they got leadoff single, fielder's choice. So you got first and second, and then the line out to left on the incredible catch that Logan made.
Yeah, then he has a left-hander too.
Yeah, Henry.
So
Henry bats
all those
left.
Batters that we're talking about, all
Allmeyer lefty,
Maloney
left. Yeah, they did there at the bottom of the order. Their top part is, I mean, they were a very balanced team. I think it was 5 lefties, 4 righties. So it's kind of harder against a team like that. But then you walk Stewart, their slugger, to get to Martinez, and just unfortunately didn't work out.
Hey, and for you folks that are upset with our shortstop on that play, that's a unbelievably difficult play. Going to your right, throwing against your body to a third baseman that was playing up, and now the third baseman's not even squared up and like a first baseman. Third baseman's moving also. That's a extremely difficult play, and obviously we didn't make it. But I appreciated the effort.
Oh, no question, no question. I mean, Haley is
she's a great shortstop.
Yeah, she is. She got to some balls, not only in the World Series, but just in the course of the year that you're just like, wow, and made some plays that you're just like, wow, up the middle, in the hole. I mean, in the opener against Mississippi State, she's deep in the hole. She knows she's got to get rid of it quick. Her legs kind of give out as she throws it, and it's still right on the money to Jackie at first base, get the out.
Yeah.
Well, what made that play so hard was the speed of Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to hurry, and when she hurried is when she didn't set. Paddle was at the bag. She wasn't there like a first baseman.
She wasn't, squared
She was
up.
at it,
right.
though. She was at the bag. And you got to throw the ball to the bag, and the bag didn't move. It's sitting there. But
Well,
it was
if
a
she
tough
squared
play.
up, I think she gets to that ball. Yeah, I really do. But she wasn't, and she didn't. And
I don't know whether it was
sucked.
too. I looked at that, Gary, to see if it was too wide, because I thought, well, why didn't she stretch and catch it? I'm not sure she could have.
Okay.
It was pretty wide.
Pretty wide.
Yeah. I mean, it's wide of the mark, no doubt. But
It was like when somebody run pick up the ball.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
to me, the catcher should have been, because the catcher's seeing this happen. And I know you don't want to leave home plate, but if you don't leave home plate, it don't matter.
I know it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just unfortunate. But I would not trade Haley Tony for anybody.
Absolutely.
Because she's superb
Oh, I
in
like
the
her.
field.
She's
I
really good.
love Haley, and just to see her to continue to grow both offensively and defensively next year.
Let me make a
doubt.
statement here, Mark.
Okay.
Get your reaction to
Okay.
it, you and Gary. Texas Tech wasted all that money. That's a good one, isn't it?
Is that a text?
That was somebody texted that in.
my
Not to
God.
us.
They wasted money
Yeah. How stupid is that?
to go from where you're at.
Well, we're going to win a national
I'm
championship.
not going to say you're stupid, but I am going to say you really ought to seek counsel, and get something straightened
People
out.
are saying that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's
that's-
crazy. We don't have enough time
sad.
right here, but
We're coming back.
Yeah, we're coming back, and I'll get into that a whole lot when we come back.
Yeah.
And
we
then-
want to.
Then Mikey Clatt down in Odessa or Midland wanted to know, why did we not shake hands? We'll tell y'all after the break.
We didn't shake hands after the championship.
And loved watching the team this year. And then he said we ought to have the coach on. We'd love to have Jerry
Yeah,
on.
we'll get Jerry.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
All right. Mark Finkner is here. He's the voice of the Red
And he's
Raider
a good
softball
representative
team.
for Tech. He's
And
very
Tech and Lady Raider basketball.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right, we'll be right back.
He's really busy.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
All righty. Here today, Joe Heffley, lower floor of the Citibank building. You just need to go see Joe Butch down there too, and they'll take great care of you at Here Today, lower floor Citibank building, HG Thrash Clothier Company. And, we have some of these companies in Lubbock that are just the finest around anywhere. And HG Thrash is one of those. You'll love what they have for men. It's the finest men's store. And Peter Millar, Johnny O, all the big names you're looking for. And they've got all the way from underwear to tuxedos. They can get you outfitted at HG Thrash Clothier Company. And you'll love working with Howard and Jeremy. They'll do you a great job. 2010 Broadway Avenue, the original main store. And out in Kingsgate now at 82nd and Quaker, that's the new one, and it is really something. They did a tremendous job of putting that together. So go slow your company on Broadway and out in Kingsgate. Hey, the friendly West Texas Bank. The friendly one.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they are. This is West Texas State Bank at 30th and Slide Road. And I will tell you, if you walk in the door, you just see if I'm not right. You'll feel like you're right at home. You'll love the atmosphere. You'll love the people. And John Grist is the main guy, the head guy, and he's there every day. And then Chris Comer is the kind of like the president of the bank, and Jimmy Carmichael is top loan officer there. They have a great team there. Jimmy, of course, a former Texas Tech quarterback. He'll talk sports with you all day long. But to go see them, you'll be glad that you did. They can help you. They want to help you, and they will do what they can. Hey, last week, Gary, before you do those right quick, last week we didn't say who we had on, but, we had Mark Finkner on last week. And that was on Zoom. That was good to have him
and he
on.
made the point that every time he's been on, we've lost. So we will never have Mark Finkner on
This will be
game
the last time you see him.
again.
He shouldn't have said that, should he?
No. But you know what? I may be the first guest you've ever had within a month's period join you on the phone line via Zoom and now in studio all in a month's period.
All
right?
the trifecta.
Yeah, right.
It's the only Triple Crown we're going to get this year.
Unfortunately.
Because Belmont's today, right?
Yeah.
The Belmont Stakes is today. We may have our buddy on to give y'all Brad King to give y'all the winner. We may not. It depends on how.
Has he gotten one right yet? Did he? He didn't get the Kentucky Derby.
I think he's gotten them all right.
Oh, is that right?
Nobody remembers.
He's a horseman.
All right. Let's whip through these texts because a lot of them are very complimentary, not of David and I, but of Mark. So let's see. This wasn't one of them, but also Kessler revealed the NCAA makes a fortune by selling their data to gambling companies.
Hold it. Ooh. Is that right?
I don't know. It's what our attorney.
We need to suspend the NCAA.
Yeah, well, they're not betting on college games.
That may be coming. They're in cahoots with the gambling companies.
Yeah, but they're not picking at one side or the other. They're just giving data.
To help set the line.
Gary
right.
be a good
To help
Democrat.
set the line.
He always looks to the other side. He'd be a good well, the Democrats don't look to the other side at all.
I'm just
Are you accusing him of that? Okay.
No.
No, he knows I'm right. I'm just not as far right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm way right.
Okay.
All right. Texter says, Finkner, talking to you.
Yes.
I would prefer him call you Mark, but Finkner, I listened to every pitch with you. It was a blast. What do you think Tech needs to be more mentally tough in the championship? What do they need to do to be more mentally tough in the championship series? The errors were all mental.
Well, I would say this. There's several things there. I don't know if you're talking about just this year or if you're talking this year and last year. Part of it is who you're facing. Tegan Cavan is about as good as they come. She has just been absolutely dynamite for them the last 2 years at the College World Series. When you get a hot pitcher at the right time, although Tech hit her some, their 3 hits against her in game 1 were home run, 2-run home run, and a single that was about a foot away from being a home run. So, but
they were barreled up.
Yeah, they were barreled up, but you're not doing that often enough. So there's that. To me, one of the other things I looked at in the course of the run, and when you get
wait a minute before you leave that, because we'll never come back to this. And
what's that?
And I'm gonna be a little critical of one of our players here. The ball that almost hit. She missed first base, and she missed first base because she was watching, I think, thinking it was going to be a home run. Guys, just run them out. And for goodness sake, step on the bases. So, anyway.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
She kind of got tripped a little bit and missed the bag, so she had to stop and go back.
Okay.
She was all right. It happened right at the bag, but Jackie
that's
missed.
why she didn't try for a double. I'm sitting there going, that's got to be a double.
Yeah.
But it was hit hard.
Yeah,
you can't hit one any harder
sometimes
than that.
in softball you can have that, but
exactly
sometimes you hit them so hard.
Yeah.
And if you got the outfielder there, like Mia Williams got held to a long single, hitting one off the wall. So, it
and
can
Mia hit
happen.
that ball well when we had the bases loaded.
And
she hit it. Whatever. We had the
I'm trying to
bases
think
loaded.
game 1 or
and
game
Mia,
2.
well, there was 2 outs.
Oh, you could do 2 or 3
and
different
she hit
deals.
So good. But she hit it too good to the center fielder.
Oh,
just
gotcha.
a couple of little things in each game, and you win both games.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
That's the way great softball is, and this is great softball.
Yeah, no question about it. No question.
All right. Next texter. Softball is all about the pitching. Hope Tech can keep on getting great players. All right, let's go back to that. Pitching is huge in softball. But let me tell you, I thought the UT approach to hitting is better against great pitching than our approach to hitting against great pitching. because we're going to hit the double, the home run, and all that. They're the more hit my bat, and I'm going to run like hell to first base.
Yeah, they have three or four that can really do that.
A couple slappers and a couple
good speed.
Good speed. They did have really good speed up and down their lineup, obviously, and then you got the big bopper Stewart in the 2-hole for them. But
we had Larry Hayes on a couple of weeks ago, and we played a team played San Diego in one of the national tournaments. And Larry, here's his answer to these slappers. San Diego was a bunch of slappers. Well, they would start running, and he would ride that thing right up and in under their chin. And if it hit them, it hit them. But, I mean, they're hitting the ground. Then they're hitting the ground again. And he finally got to where he go, throw the ball, and as it's leaving his hand, he go, look out. Look out. But I'm not so sure we shouldn't have just run it up and in on a few of those girls. They'd think, I think I'm going to guess this running before I hit.
Yeah, there is some
But I
of
think
that.
that's a better approach against good, really good, great. Let's say great pitching, not good pitching, great pitching. I think the home run swing and all that's great against good pitching. But great pitching, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, because you just got enough movement on it. It's hard. It's harder to barrel it up. No question.
All right, were you going to say something else about?
Well, one of the
wasted?
One of the other things that I looked at in the course of the World Series this year, when you get to the elite level, it's all about 2-strike and 2-out hitting. You got to be able to extend innings, and you got to be able with 2 strikes to find a way to get on base. That was one area where I felt like Red Raiders could have been better in the course of the series. But I'm sure all 7 other teams could have said the same thing there too. But yeah, that to me, that's where some of that happens, the separation.
Look this up real quickly.
Okay, what do you got?
Najee, I didn't feel like Najee had a strikeout pitch, that she had a pitch that they couldn't foul off or put in play. And but I might have been wrong.
Well, it's a rise
just
ball.
like she doesn't.
She likes to go to the
rise.
ball.
There wasn't a whole lot of swing and misses.
She had 3 in the last game, 1 in game 1 of the final, 6 against Alabama in the clincher, and then 4 in game
Alabama
1.
was the old Najee. Alabama.
Yeah, she
looked
so
beyond
good.
sharp against them, and had that movement that would cause a swing and a miss. But against UT, we just didn't have a pitch that you could strike them out with.
Yeah.
Now they're putting it in play. And when you put it in play, things can happen.
So, yeah.
And did.
Yeah, no question.
They did put it in play.
Yeah.
With speed, and that's a problem.
Yep.
With speed.
But again, I wouldn't trade the
I wish that big girl was a slap hitter.
Yeah.
Because I think we could throw her out.
Yeah.
We could.
I call her the Beast. What's her
Katie
name?
Stewart.
Okay.
Katie Stewart. Yeah. She
hit
homered
that one. She hit
right.
I'll tell you who the longest home run I've seen was that Longy
at
she hit it over the
Gainesville.
scoreboard.
And that scoreboard's like 30 feet plus up in the air.
She hit it over the scoreboard.
Yeah, in game 1 when she hit that one over the scoreboard. And guys, I don't know. I mean, in my time of doing baseball, I've seen some super competitive series. This one, the one in Gainesville to get them to Oak City, was as competitive and just highly intense a series. And, I got to talk to a parent afterwards and got some insight that's not for sharing, but to see what it was like. And somebody talked about shaking hands, and we'll get to that in a minute. But we'll start in Gainesville, where the narrative originally was spun as Tex these thugs, and they wouldn't shake hands, and they didn't do this because they were, Florida was afraid and all this. Well, when you got fans that are, I'm just going to tell you the truth here, that we're being vulgar towards our players, flipping them off. There's no place in that. There's no place for that garbage. Just because you buy a ticket does not give you the right to do that kind of stuff. And at the end, our team lined up. Florida chose not to come out.
Right.
Okay. Now, to the question on the text line about shaking hands afterwards, Texas was out there celebrating their championship.
Yeah, it wasn't like they're lined up there waiting on us.
Right. They weren't waiting on us. They were just celebrating with their team. And I don't know the protocol because obviously it's my first time to be there. So I don't know what the protocol is at the end. Now, in all the other games, absolutely, they shook hands. There was no problem there. So, again, this narrative.
After game one, did they shake hands after game one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if it's because you win the championship, they're pulling a stage out, you're celebrating, you're with your team, all of that. But afterwards, I mean, quite a few of the Tech players did come out on their own and hug and shake hands. So it's not like it was, not hostile or, that there was any mean spirit about any of it at all. Did
you sense any of that during the game?
No.
All good sportsmanship?
No, right. And in fact, Jerry talked about that in the post game. That he really praised Texas and that they were good players, but also good people, and that they didn't see right. And and he and Mike White are really good friends. So there's nothing there, no doubt about it.
You see that? This is from Mike White. He said, "My hat's off to you, to Glasgow. Thank Texas Tech Lady Raiders softball coach Jerry Glasgow. You are truly a man of class. Thank you for all your sincere words concerning the Texas Lady Longhorns softball team and coaching staff. Hook 'em, much respect." That was from Mike White.
That's from Mike White. Okay.
I think, though, when you don't come out of the dugout to shake hands, it just gives people
It gives them ammo, right?
Gives them ammo to say, well, Tech lost and they didn't even come out and shake hands.
See, again, that's been the whole narrative around this team. Man, these are great representatives of the university. They're unbelievable young ladies. We've got absolute class. We've got class coaches up and down, the staff, all the support people, the creatives. I mean, it was just an honor to be able to do what I did this year and to hopefully be able to continue to do it in the future. I mean, you
fit right in with them, Mark. You're strung that way too.
Well, we try. We strive.
You do a great job.
Thank you.
The problem that we ran into and what created a lot of this angst against Texas Tech is that we play Tennessee. We've got one of their best players. We play UCLA. We've got maybe their best player. We play
Florida.
Right
before that,
we've got maybe one of their best players. Well, it's sort of like a jilted mate, a wife, or a lover.
You're jilted at the
left at the altar.
Yeah, right.
And so they're mad, and I understand being mad, but it wasn't. She wanted to leave. She entered the portal, and left.
And it's not like any of those teams didn't bring in players off the portal.
Exactly.
So if you're going to bitch about losing one, you can't if you bring them in. It's the same difference.
Yeah.
Right. It's
the
just
way the game's played.
The fact that Tech has decided to enter in terms of they want to compete at the highest level. And here's the thing. Tech's budget is not even in the top 5 in the country in softball. And yet this whole narrative is spun as Tech just tried to buy a team. Give me a break. Tennessee spent more. Oklahoma spent more. Texas probably spent more because they got more money than anybody. So don't sit here and tell me it's strictly about buying a team or buying
All right,
players.
Tell us how the rules change now, because we're not going to be able to spend that kind of money again, because they're unless you find reasons that you can give somebody, and I don't know what a girl could do that would be worthy of $1 million in the NIL world.
That's not nice, but I tell you, man, I think they'll go out and you're going to do just like every other team and try to convince the best players to try to come here and compete for a title. I mean, you've got a couple of high schoolers coming along with the freshmen that you've redshirted this year.
How good is she? Have you seen her pitch?
Mally, I've not seen Mally pitch. Saw a bullpen once briefly. Coach Glasgow's super high on her. I mean, he thinks she's going to be outstanding for us come next season. So
be careful.
Right. Oh, sorry.
No, it kind of comes apart.
All right, we're going to hit a couple of these questions, Fink.
All right.
Fink, did we ever get a reason Holloman didn't start game 1? The other girl in the outfield that started was nervous and may have cost the game 1. But she did start in
Desiree Spearman started quite a bit during the year in left field.
She's a good player, but
yeah, no doubt. I just think he was thinking maybe a little bit more offense to open the game because she is a better offensive player, and then do like he did and bring Holloman in as a defensive replacement at some point there. The opening inning, though, that ball that got over her head, when I went back and looked at it, it looked like she took a step in and then went back.
Did.
So, yeah, that was.
But let me tell you this. It was a slap hitter, and you're thinking that slap hitters used to either hitting it on the ground or hitting it line drive in front of you.
Low line drive, right.
Low line drive. That slap hitter slapped the slap out of that thing, and as soon as she took that step in, it was over. And but as an outfielder, always keep the ball in front of you. Real quickly, I'm going to tell you a story. Can you stick around a second?
Yeah.
Or you need to get?
No.
Okay. I want to tell a quick story, and this is human nature. This is people at their worst. We had that happen in the All-Stars back when Taylor and them were little. Let's just say they're 12 or 13 years old. All right, line drive to our center fielder. He takes a couple of steps in, and the ball goes over his head. Well, that's just part of the game. So anyway, but that night, his dad, we hear this, run or go. And he had him at the motel out in the parking lot running sprints because he had missed that ball in center field. To this day, I wished I'd have said, if you keep running him, he ain't playing tomorrow. I didn't. It's his kid, so we let him do what he wanted. But there's the rest of the story.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Bednar's and Associates, they do all kinds of insurance, homeowners, auto, everything you're looking for, really. Just go in and see them. And Farmers and Ranchers, Daryl Bednar's is the pro for coverage for you to protect your equipment and all the things to do go with farming and ranching. So go see him. 125th and Quaker Avenue is where you'll find the Bednar's family, and you will love doing business with them. Daryl and Bunny, Brittany, Blake, the whole family. Go see them at Bednar's. Plains Capital Bank, riding with the good guys at Plains Capital Bank. So many years, so many times they've given and helped the city of Lubbock and the community of Lubbock and youth sports. That's who you want to do business with. People that are supporting our community, and that's Plains Capital Bank. Big-time Red Raider supporters and fans.
Lubbock Sports Station with Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby on Double T 97.3.
All righty, Roofwise. I can't even say it. Roofwise.
All right, Fink, you're a professional talker.
Yes, sir.
Say Roofwise 3 times.
Roofwise.
He's emphasizing the Roofwise.
Right. Because what do they do?
We're going to give you
They do roofs.
We're going to give you an A-.
An A? Oh, I don't get it. Okay. All right. Keep me humble. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
You still got work to do.
I do.
So anyway, there's over 100 roofing companies around this area. But let me tell you what, if you want to make the wise choice in roofing, use Roofwise. I'm going to give you their phone number. Get ready. Write it down. 806-500. That part's easy. 500-7089. 500-7089. And call our friend Edgar, Sean, Dusty, the whole group over at Roofwise. There you have it.
All right.
Now then, Fink.
Yes, sir.
Texter says, great job, Mark, on your announcing, especially when you say, step on them all.
Or you can touch them all.
There you go.
You can touch them all. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And see, I hope they all those softball I'm just reading it the way it's written. I don't try to interpret. I hope all those softball players come back and the coaching staff all get 10-year contracts. We have not been real good at giving those extended contracts.
Tadlock got a lifetime contract.
And guys, I'll tell you this. I mean, with what Jerry has done, no doubt. But I want to talk about his assistants a minute. Some people might say about Tara, well, it's his daughter. Well, stop a minute. She was a head coach at Eastern Illinois for 5 years. They made the NCAAs at least once, if not twice, while she was there at Eastern Illinois. I mean, she's legit, and have really enjoyed her. Hunter Veach.
Anytime you have a spouse or a sibling on the staff, there's going to be you're just opening up, and he doesn't care. And I think that's great
because
he knows
she's the best for the job.
Right, that's exactly right.
And Hunter Veach is, to me, he's a star in the making. That guy, seeing him the way he talks and thinks, he's your first base coach, defensive coach. He's superb. And Kayla Kowalik, who handles the lineup and hitting some to a pro. In fact, she's leaving today to go play in North Carolina in the AUSL. In fact, she's going to face Naisri Kennedy.
Is that right?
When Austin and North Carolina play later in the year, they'll go up. Is
Naisri already left to go to?
I don't know. I would only imagine that she's probably leaving today as well to head to Austin to go report, because I think their season starts like here just a few days. Yeah. So I mean,
they play in Oklahoma next week.
Man,
Oklahoma. Yeah. Whatever the Oklahoma
How fun
team
is that? I'm so glad they have a league.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
And I'm assuming they're going to play in that stadium again. The pro team, I would think, but I don't know that.
I don't know that, though. I don't know that. I mean, you would think it would make sense to play there, but I don't know that. But my wife and I are already looking. We're going to try to skip down to Austin or Oklahoma somewhere this summer for a weekend or something, and go watch Nyjah and go watch them play a little bit.
Are any other Tech kids on that team?
No, but Jackie Liss was one of the alternates, so she could be called up to one of the teams depending on injury or different things like that. So she's got potential there too.
Yeah.
But again, this squad, guys, just again unbelievable young ladies and just great representatives.
I will tell you this:
100%.
Nyjah Kennedy just is a class completely. Mm-hmm. She's a strong Christian. She goes, this is softball really important to her. She goes, that's not what I'm about though.
Right.
That's not who I. It's not my do or die.
Right.
But she is so competitive and she's so committed. She works so hard.
Oh man.
And you just appreciate her attitude of how she handled things. I'm so glad we play her. Jerry Glasgow said, Nyjah Kennedy worth every dollar we paid her.
Absolutely.
Every dollar. And she was.
Oh, the return on investment, unbelievable. Back to the question about money that was wasted. No.
Stupid.
No. Because what you've done is you've really built this sport up with what the Sellers family and others have done to promote this program. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're here to stay. This is not a 1 or 2 year thing because now that Nyjah leaves,
that 1 or 2 years got us to where we're here.
Yeah, and now you're gonna continue to get players.
I will say this: in baseball, after you strike somebody out, if you start barking or whatever she's doing,
oh man,
I'm sure she's doing it to the catcher and not the hitter.
Correct.
But if you're the hitter and you've just struck out, and the pitcher's doing what she does,
stomping,
it wouldn't go over very well.
No.
At all. So anyway, that's about the only criticism I have of her, and that's just because she's so darn competitive, and apparently that's just socially acceptable in softball.
Yeah.
Just like chanting out of the dugout, you couldn't do that in baseball either and have it come across.
They wear me
out. In softball, you can.
Yeah, it's just different sport, different game.
Different sport.
The energy is different.
They smile a lot more. Softball players smile a lot more. All right, I didn't ever finish that text. Said the 10-year contracts. He says, gosh, they were fun. Red Raider Charlie, have any of y'all ever seen being down 8 runs at the last at-bat? And no. And I tell you, the only negative to that, because I see both sides of stuff, is I don't want them to do away with the run rule. And that would be one of those deals. So, well, you remember Tack with 1 out scored 8 runs. And no, we need to have the run rule because there's 99 horrible endings to games for every one, or there's a million for every one that turns out like Tech did.
Right, no doubt. But remember in that, it was only a 4-0 game going to the top of the 7th. Then Ole Miss got the home run, and then they got some insurance, and you're just like, oh, my goodness. Getting ready to head in the loser's bracket, but this team had different ideas.
A bunch of people didn't see it, Gary.
because they left.
Because they're quitters, and they left.
Oh, I would have seen it, but I'd have been home watching it on TV because I would have left.
I didn't miss any of it. I watched every pitch.
Well, you were home.
Yeah. I had people at home with me that didn't see it. Being home doesn't say you saw it.
That's why you listen. That's why you listen to the games.
That's exactly right.
That's why you listen.
I wonder if anybody was in their car driving and all of a sudden, ooh, I think we ought to go back.
Right, at 8:03.
I think we should go back.
Yeah.
All right. Texter says, Finkner, did you ever think Kennedy not starting game one? Or what did you think of Kennedy not starting game one? I didn't like it. This is the texter. Right. I didn't like it. We never really got to use KT because of that.
Well, you start KT. I mean, here you go. You have Nyjah, generational talent. KT, probably the two-way player of the year in college softball. I mean, 24-1 in the circle, hit 470 in the regular season. I mean, how do you go wrong there? And and to your point earlier about the lefties in their lineup going with a left-hander, I think there was some back and forth in that, and ultimately decided to go with KT. I didn't think anything of it in terms of it being right or wrong because, my gosh, KT, she runs it up there like 70 from the left side. Man, that's crazy.
You can figure out right and wrong looking back a lot better.
Yeah, and the fact that KT throws 5 pitches, rise, drop, change, curve, screw, and can throw them all for strikes. I mean, how do you not start her? But then again, how do you not start Nyjah? Yeah. Again, you're thinking. You just see, because in this postseason, you had been going some back and forth, even within the game, and so I didn't think anything of it. I know that there was some discussion about which way do you go, and ultimately Jerry decided to go with KT in game one.
She missed over the plate a couple of times.
A little bit. Yeah, I mean the home run by Stewart.
That's the thing Kavan does. Kavan very seldom gives you anything over the plate. It's always on the corner.
She does a good job.
Which brings me to, I thought the plate umpire, and I am all for calling a big strike zone, but he called balls way below the knees.
Alred got struck out on 2 balls that were outside.
She struck out twice on the same exact pitch because she knows it's not a strike.
Yeah, it's not.
But the second time she should have said, I know that's not a strike, but this guy back here behind me
thinks it is.
He thinks it is. So I better swing it.
He was giving him low strikes.
Low strikes.
Yeah, again, I think it should be fair for both sides because I thought
it was that.
Because I do think before the World Series, I thought in the regionals and the super regionals, the strike zone was very tight.
Ridiculously tight.
Then at the World Series, I thought it was a more fair zone. Maybe to your point, maybe a little bit too much because from my angle up high, I mean, I'm up there at the top, you don't always see depth up and down the best.
Well, they were darn sure, but he was fair. I mean, that's really all you can ask.
Right.
You hate to be on the front end of this though when you're the one striking out because you don't realize that this guy is going to call that ball that's skipping in there. All right. Texter says, "Can we just congratulate the girls on a great year? You can't pin the season on one play."
Correct.
Oh, without a doubt. Correct.
Okay. This team is superb.
Texter says, "Oh, come on, that was not a hard play. She just had 20 feet. All she had to do was underhand toss it. She panicked." No, you can't. If she underhand tossed it the way she goes, as fast as she's going to underhand toss it over the
I'm not sure it would have gotten there in time.
Huh?
I'm not sure it would have gotten there in time.
Yeah, if you try to do it that way,
that girl was fast.
Yeah, no, that's right too.
There was a reason she was in a hurry. And she needed to be She needed to be in a hurry.
Nobody getting the ball off it took so long to get the ball after the overthrow.
Yeah.
And there's the second run. And once again, it's because the second runner is pretty fast too.
Yeah.
They just put pressure on you. And that's one way of playing the game.
All right. What about the number of home runs? Scott Kelm was asking this, but I thought about it so often. There's so many home runs. You think the fence is too close? Like, it's 200 a lot of times.
200 down the lines, 220 is pretty standard. That's what we are. That's what it is in Oklahoma City. That's where it is in most places. Utah is the only one where it's further back.
Because it's probably the air.
The thinner area, like 210 and 230 there at Utah. So is it? I mean, do we need to look at that? It's possible. I do think that part of it, to Scott's point, the percentage of home runs that were being hit off of Nyjah and KT relative to the total number of hits they were allowing was a higher percentage. Part of that, I think, is the condensed strike zone, and I think that had something to do with it, especially in the NCAAs. Now, I know it's, you can look at it over the course of 71 games, but I think that had something to do with it. I think part of it had to do with the fact that you go in there and, okay, if I give up a solo home run, okay, I'm not going to walk you. You're going to have to earn it. And the lineup that I have behind me is about as good as it comes. And if I give up one, it's okay, because when I got Williams and Davis and Allred, List, Panel, Terry, Burns, Tony, Quiroga, Spearman, I mean, I got plenty of opportunities to get that run back and then some.
All right. Texter says, fellas, are any other Tech seniors besides Nyjah going to play in the Pro League?
Jackie will hopefully get a chance to play in the Pro League.
Okay. He said, I think her first game is Tuesday, June 9th.
Yep, next week. Yep. So,
okay. Next texter says, let the man answer questions, quit interrogating.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, I do. Since we're talking about seniors here, Vic Valdez behind the plate, we'll miss her. We'll miss her big time. She didn't get nearly as many ABs this year because you had Burns and Quiroga come into the program, but what Vic gave you in terms of toughness and just leadership, and the fact that nobody stole a base against her all year long. Now, granted, she didn't have as many opponent ABs and as many on base, but opponents were 0 for 4 against her. I mean, her reputation's out there. Don't run on her. Florida tried to run on her, gunned them down. Alana Johnson, broken thumb, spent most of the year out. Will she come back? I mean, she could. She's got a red shirt, so she could come back. Maya Davis, the NCAA leader in hits, and what she's meant to Coach Glasgow, 2 years at Louisiana and 2 years here. Chloe Rossetto, she was actually up in the bullpen in game one. She could have come in there just a glue player for you. So, I mean, this senior class of Nicolette Schmidt, backup bullpen catcher. So you had 7 seniors on this team, but you do have the core group back. You get a couple of pieces in there with them, and I think this team's going to be right back in Oklahoma City again next year.
What you just mentioned, Coach did such a wonderful job, I think, and you're around them a lot more than us watching it on TV, but these kids that are great athletes, they're all great softball players, could start almost anywhere in the country, but they're not playing nearly as much as they're accustomed to. But the coach did a good job of shuffling around, making sure kids did get to play some.
Yeah,
got them involved.
Yeah, he found roles.
And the attitudes seem to be
outstanding, man. This team, and I think over the course of the last month of the season, how they really just kind of came together, bonded, and I think the Ole Miss game was kind of that elixir for them to be able to realize
that Ole Miss game.
They really, yeah. I think that's a good way of putting it, Dave. They needed a game like that, and once they were able to do it and then win it in extras, that was just. I think what really helped spring them to get back to Oklahoma City.
If y'all got texts for Mark, stop sending them because he's about to leave the building. Now then, if you just got a text that you take the second string answers on, go ahead and we'll give you the second string answer on them. Mark, we appreciate you coming in. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I listened in to you.
Thank you. It's been great fun, and hopefully get a chance to do it again next year, man. It ought to be a ton of fun.
I think the Red Raiders have made it.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
With money well spent.
Absolutely. Guys, appreciate you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
You've been listening to the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3. Catch the show live Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on Double T 97.3 FM or on the Double T 97.3 mobile app.